Welcome everyone to the RTV studios here at Martinsville High School for Inside Martinsville Football on WREP 15 Sports and the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. I'm your host Eric Meyer, joined as always by Artesian head coach Brian Duggar. Happy Coach Duggar. Big win on Friday night over Franklin.
It was a really good win, especially against a good football team like Franklin. They'd just beaten a good Whiteland team the week before, and we came out and played pretty well. So anytime we get a good win and we play well, it's always a good feeling afterwards.
Good team win for your ball club, but really the special teams, the kicker, Ethan Hainline shined, as did the defense.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a team win for sure, but our defense was unbelievable. They gave up one touchdown that you could argue if they probably had a little bit of lapse late in the game, giving that up. But I thought they played really, really well. They did a good job reading their keys and just playing physical and finishing tackles. And like you said, Ethan's been a weapon for us all year, whether it's touchbacks or field goals. It's nice to know we can count on that kid. Obviously, we like to finish some of those drives off with touchdowns instead of field goals and missed opportunities. But overall, you're always happy when you get a W.
Also, big homecoming win, great crowd, and you're finally starting to get that atmosphere back on a Friday night.
Yeah, I said at the pep session, I've not experienced a full Friday night feeling here at Martinsville yet, and it kind of felt kind of cool to have that.
Pretty cool on a win on Friday night as well against Franklin. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of the victory over the Grizzly Cubs. We'll start on offense here, and Tyler Atkins, the guy that's pulled in 40 receptions this season, Chase Mabry.
Yeah, Chase here with just broke quick little tackle and took up off the sidelines on a quick little out route. And, obviously it's no secret we want to get the ball to Chase, and he's one of our top targets. And, we do a good job of doing that with our quarterback and our sets, if you will. Here's, I believe this is the scramble, right?
Here by Tyler.
He let us all know about this one. It's not part of his game, but this is it's something he can do deceptively well, and he does a good job on this one, kind of extending the play and getting a first down there for us, or at least making it 4th and short. I can't remember the situation on that, but it's a good play. Made a couple guys miss, and then set up this action here where Braxton Dilly got his first touchdown of the year, I believe, and nice shot by Tyler, and on top of that, a nice catch there by Braxton.
I think Braxton showing Tyler some of his moves on the prior one? I mean, is that what I think Braxton coached him up a little bit?
Yeah, exactly. It's about the same type of move, wasn't it? Again, here's our defense has made big plays all night. I thought we did a great job on the the run defense, and then made them kind of throw the ball, which is probably not something they really want to do with the younger quarterback. And we took advantage of it. There was a pick there by Bryce, and we'll take that any chance we can get.
One of 3 interceptions on the night for your ball club.
But that philosophy of get the ball is something that they've done a good job of this year, and we're going to keep pounding it. Here's one of those little, I don't want to say, Patrick Mahomes type plays, but he extends it and then does a little flip there for a few yards, and not really a fan of that, but sometimes you got to take that. Another big pick here. Get the quarterback out in the pocket, get him out, and then Weston's able to kind of be the rover there and makes a little play and almost punches it in. Wish he would have, because we didn't get it done on offense. I believe we had to settle for a field goal. Not what we want, but again, kind of want to keep getting better at things like that. Austin Fry with a good run. Austin's had a great season so far this year. He's a kid that's playing physical, doing a good job for us, and we love the fact of what he brings to us as far as a running back for us. And like we said earlier, Ethan's been automatic. Anytime we can get that kid there, we'll take it. The one he missed, I don't think he missed it. I think it was good personally, but the video, I guess the ref said it was just a little bit outside, but we'll take it. His other 2, I guess. This year was a huge play. This is a huge play for half. They were driving, kind of out of timeouts and kind of a couple shots maybe at the end zone here with about 10 seconds to go, and Coach Trump dialed up a good blitz, and Weston executed it, and we got a big play out of it. Ended the half. Again, I thought our defense was just great. There's Shrake with a big tackle. I thought they just did a good job all night, finishing tackles, making plays, just kind of keeping the ball back in our hands is what we want.
Short passing game here.
And again, that's kind of a take what they give us. Tyler, we've kind of really, tried to drive that home with him about take what's given to you, and those type of shots there, like to Garrett, will open up if you do that, and that's why he went 23 of 28 in the game. He's gonna take what they give him, and he's gonna put us in the best spot and best play off what we give him, and he's kind of growing into that role of those type of decisions out there. So Devin Brenner did a great job this last week on his responsibility quarterback there, and big play there. Wish we could have scooped that up and scored as well, but again, we continue to make big plays, and that's what we want to do. This is a nice little play here. I think they called a hold on this play. I didn't see it, but again, that's one of those things of execution down in the goal line. We just kept having, every time we get down inside that 10, we just kept making mistakes. So we got to kind of clean that up and fix that, and hopefully that's kind of a theme for the week this week. If we're in the red zone a lot, I'll be happy. And again, Riddick's kind of become our closer, if you will. We put him in late in the game, and he runs a little bit different than Austin does, and seems to keep popping big runs up there. So we're glad that Riddick's able to get some reps for us, and like I said, he does a good job coming in late in games and finishing it off for us. Again, big play there by Quentin Bland. Quentin Bland's a young kid who's kind of starting to get some varsity reps here, kind of stepping up. Coach Trump is tagging that as the LeVar leap. He's a big Penn State fan. So, yeah. But big play by Weston, I guess, just timing it up, jumping over top on a 3rd and goal, and I believe he does it on 4th, well, that was 3rd, or did it on 4th. But big, huge play there to kind of keep them out of the end zone as well.
The kids have no idea who when he said LeVar, they had no idea who he meant.
I know. They're too young.
LeVar Arrington is, I mean, but interception there at the end by Caden Long, and like you saw the defense, the turnovers, some caused fumbles you weren't able to recover, but still able to come up big when you had to keep them out of the end zone, because your team at times couldn't get it into the end zone offensively and had to settle some
very frustrating on offense at times. You know, we talked about how we got to do a better job of finishing those drives, but you know, it's the game of football. Sometimes your other side of the ball has to pick you up. You know, we talk about brotherhood and we talk about being there for each other, and the defense and special teams were there. You know, offense didn't get it done in the red zone, and the defense kept picking us up. So that's what we want.
So you get the big win over Franklin, really stay alive in a mid-state conference, a couple of big matchups coming up. You have this one this week with Whiteland, and you finish it out with Mooresville and Plainfield. Got to win it one at a time. But you've got Whiteland coming up this week after the win over Franklin. You get back to practice this week as well. And this is probably a little bit of a different week in practice because you've had some weather issues with the rain, and it's been a lot cooler. How's the team responded this week?
We've had a good week. We went inside yesterday just to kind of get more of a mental day done, and rather than deal with the elements. You know, if it was going to be rainy on Friday, we'd have went outside, but calling for a good, you know, sunny and 75 on Saturday, or Friday, excuse me. So, excuse me. So we decided to go inside and get more of a mental day out of it, and it was good. We needed it too. Our kids a little banged up still, so it was good to kind of get in there and get more of that type of work done.
You're going to battle Whiteland coming up on Friday night, and it's going to be another different look offense that you will see out of Coach Darren Fisher. They'll run the fly offense is what they call it. You can explain it here in a second, but it's an offense that those young guys in the Whiteland system have been running forever, and they've had some injuries, but he just went and plugged in some new guys that are used to doing the same thing, and that's why they've had success.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, Coach Fisher's is a Hall of Fame worthy coach. He'll be in the Hall of Fame someday in the IFCA and the state of Indiana for high school football. And the fly sweep, I don't know if I can explain it or not. I mean, heck, if I could explain it, I hope I could stop it. But basically, they're going to send a guy in motion, jet sweep almost every play, kind of doing a lot of misdirection stuff in the backfield, get your eyes looking one way and run the ball the other, or you know, kind of give the ball to the jet every so often. But Coach Fisher and his staff do a phenomenal job. They're probably one of the best coach teams in our conference. You know, you put it together with the talent they have, they're always a tough opponent. You know, the fly sweep is, it's hard to stop. There's no other way around it. If it was easy to stop, he wouldn't be doing it for as many years as he's done it. And there's a reason why those kids grow up doing that at a young age. And like you said, they're just plug and chug. Next one, you know, next all-state running back. Next day, you know, that's what they do. And defensively, I don't think their defense gets enough credit. They are very fundamental. They're very physical. They're just good. You're going to have to execute. You're not going to get big plays on them. You're going to have to get drives and sustain drives against them. I think they do a really good job of making you kind of, when they're 3-4, kind of keep everything in front of them, and you're going to have to go 70, 80 yards to score a touchdown on them. So, everyone talks about the fly sweep when you talk about Whiteland, but I think their defense is just as good as far as coaching and fundamentals go.
Defensively, what are we going to see them scheme-wise then on Friday night?
Yeah, so they're a 3-4. Think of like the old New England Patriots and all the days when Peyton and the Colts and the Patriots go against it, kind of bring those outside linebackers and play games with it a little bit. But like I said, they're very, very fundamental. They're very sound. They don't make a lot of mistakes on defense. You're going to have to earn it, and that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to execute, sustain drives, no turnovers, and finish in the red zone. That'll be our key on offense.
Some things as well that you can maybe do that you would like to, obviously not giving away too much, but what you would like to try to do or are going to have to try to do against them on the offensive side of things?
Well, I think, it's no secret, again, like we've talked about, we like to throw the ball, but we're predicated on take what they give us. So if they're going to give us a box like Greenwood did, then we'll try and rush for 200 yards again. I don't know if we will, but that's what we'll try and do. If they're going to give us some throwing opportunities, we're going to do that like we have a couple games. So we're going to take what they give us, and we'll just execute. That's what our job is.
Let's go back to the Whiteland offense real quick as well. It's a team that they're not going to throw the ball very often at all. Like you said, that fly offense where they're sending a guy in jet motion behind the quarterback on basically every single play. But they've got so many options out of that, and in addition to that, you guys have keys that you're looking at, but then they have responses to those keys, and then they sometimes know what keys you're looking at, so they trick you with what they're trying to do. So it's really difficult to be able to prepare for.
Well, I know I've heard Coach Fisher say it before that they've got 18 different ways to block certain things and all that, and that's what they do. I don't know how else to say it. We've got to do a good job of reading our keys and being where we're supposed to be and play assignment football. It's almost kind of like going against an option team. They want you to do things you're not supposed to. And if we read our keys and do what we're supposed to, I think we can have success. Now, I'm not saying we're going to stuff them all night long, because at the end of the day, they're still pretty big and they're still talented. So we're going to have to do a good job of putting ourselves in the right position to make plays.
Trying to put yourselves in position to make some good plays. You mentioned earlier trying to get some guys healthy. How healthy are you for the game coming up this week?
For the most part, I think we're pretty healthy. We've had a couple linemen with some ankle injuries, but they kind of played a little bit last week, but kind of a little bit better this week. But overall, I kind of like where we're at injury-wise. Injury-wise,
pretty good. Let's talk a little bit quickly. You've mentioned it, but we'll touch on it again. Some of the keys, things you're going to have to do well offensively and defensively to come out with a win on Friday night.
Offensively, it's execute, sustain drives, and take care of the ball. If we do those three things, I think we're in good position, especially once we get in the red zone. If we do those things, if we get some drives going and get in the red zone, against them last year, we got in the red zone late 3 times and didn't score. So we got to kind of figure that out a little bit. Defensively, it's going to be read your keys and finish tackles. That's what it's going to be. We know what they're going to do. They're going to come out and run the ball and get after us and maybe try and hit a couple play action passes here and there. But for the most part, they're going to do their fly sweep and run the ball 50 times, and we got to stop it.
All right, Coach, we appreciate it. Good luck on Friday night.
Hey, thank you very much.
Looking
forward to it.
Yeah, that's Artesian head coach Brian Duggar here inside Martinsville football. Friday night, get out there to Whiteland, support the Artesians in a big mid-state conference matchup. We will not have the game on MHS Rewind, the YouTube channel this week. The fact that the Whiteland's television program should be covering it, so you can check that. If we get the link, we'll tweet that out to you. But they said they were covering it, so we're not going to be there on Friday night, but we'll still be cheering for the Artesians as they battle the Whiteland Warriors. As always, I'd like to thank the head coach, Brian Duggar, for coming in for Coach Duggar, along with the guys back there who produced it, Levi Suter, Silas McFarland, Cole Meyer, and the defensive captain, Devin Brenner, back there as well. For all those guys and Coach Duggar, I'm Eric Meyer. We'll see you again next time inside Martinsville Football.